There we are. Right, let me just check that we're streaming on YouTube. They're receiving your content, your audience. You'll see it in a moment. Welcome back, Shaolin Skunks 29. We're live. Alright, let's go. Start this shit. Okay. Sony Computer Entertainment Europe present. Alright, here we are. Welcome everybody to a brand new playthrough / live stream. I've had this on the membrane for about halfway through Crash Bandicoot 2. I've been wanting to play this again. And just like Crash Bandicoot 2, the last time I played this was last year when I was staying in Egypt. I think I played this before Crash 2 or after. I know it's one or the other. One or the other of the order. But anyway, as you can see by the presentation, we're going to be grinding for 120%. One. And there's my file from when I played it before, like last year. We got 120%, and it wasn't that bad. There was a few moments where we like got to put the work in, got to put the effort in. So we're going to start a new game. Let's roll. Now I hope YouTube don't fucking chomp anything out.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a Dragon's Age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Simple. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it.
It was his fault. He started all this.
Looks like I've got some
They've
things.
got to go and take care of their mess. He should have kept his mouth zip shut. There's your lesson learned, people. Alright, so here we are at the beginning. So we can use the analog stick if we want, but I'm going to stick with the D-pad. I use the D-pad for Crash 2 as well. So rescued Nesta.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons
Spyro.
first. That's all I can tell you.
But yeah, so let me explain how this game works. It's pretty much a huge fetch quest. For 100%, we want to collect all the gems in each level, and all the find all the dragons and all the dragon eggs. We want to go through each of the special stages, which will unlock about maybe quarter or halfway through the game, where we've got these flying stages, and they can be quite difficult. So we're gonna make our first save. And the one thing I forgot to show off at the title screen is if you hold at the title screen where it says press start, if you hold L1 and the triangle button, it unlocks a hidden feature where there's a Crash Bandicoot 3 warped demo And in Crash Bandicoot 3, there's a demo for this. So if you've got that, got to get used to the controls again. When you first start playing this, the controls feel really clunky, but after a while of playing it, it like grows on you. You like just get used to how it runs. So you push square. The square button does the charge attack. The circle does the flame, and jump and push jump again lets us glide like that. So yeah, pretty much like similar to Donkey Kong, with just a massive fetch quest. And in my live streams,
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, what was I saying? That since I've been doing these live streams, I've noticed that the audio is ever so slightly out of sync. You probably won't even notice it unless I tell you. Like, if you was just watching it, it's like so minimal, like fraction of a second. It's not unwatchable. It's bearable. It's not like seconds delay, but it is there. And I think what caused it is either where I changed the screen the screen size in OBS, because I like to get rid of those black borders, no racial. But when I was looking through the OBS settings, because I've got a dazzle capture card, I was just testing to see what it looks like on there. Because at the moment my composite is going through a HDMI converter, and it upscales the resolution to either 720p or 1080p. And I was just having a fiddle around on the converter in OBS, and I noticed that I had the settings in OBS to 1080p, but on my HDMI converter it's set to 720p. Or the other way around. I think I had it on. It was one or the other. I had one set on 720p, and the other thing was set at 1080p. So I've corrected it now. I've changed the settings. So that might be what was causing the audio to go out of sync, because it was trying to display it in a certain resolution. Maybe that was causing it to go out of sync a bit. Right, we don't know what's going on here. We need to listen to this dragon. He'll teach us why we failed that right there.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Oh, it didn't teach me. He only teaches you how to glide, but you push like he explained. Push double jump to glide. If you push triangle, you can stop in midair. So that's how you get precise where you want to land. That's what I was trying to do there. I've forgotten what the jump is. I pushed the wrong button. So you want to. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm getting all the gems in the hub world first, and then I'll work my way through the levels. That's how I've always played it. I think that's all of them. So yeah, it's a big, massive fetch quest, and when you go through the levels, you don't have to get everything in one sitting. If you've missed something by accident, you can go through the level and just pick up whatever it is you missed. But the only downside is it is best to destroy everything as you go, because it's like a huge looking for finding a needle in a haystack, where to make sure you think, oh, did I check there? You might as well just check it anyway. Like when I go through the levels, I just kill everything, and that's it. That's what we've got. I think there's 500 in this one. No, we've got 74. There's either 200, 300, 400 or 500 gems in each level. Right, and I'm no expert at this game, but I can hold my own. I shouldn't have a problem playing it. There will be moments where we might be struggling a bit. Right, and this guy wants to take us to the next world, but he'll say we haven't collected enough dragons. You have to collect a certain amount of dragons to go to the next world. Yeah, I haven't checked the comments yet. Is anybody watching? Yeah, these the games that you see me play now. These are like my childhood games. Like, this is what I played when I had a PS1 the first time through.
Cool Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Right, so we're saying to face the boss, we need to at least have visited one of the levels. Yeah, this is what I used to play when I had a PS1. Right, we've already been down here. So how many have we got? Got 100, and you've got the inventory page so you can see what you've got. So we've got 100 out of 100. Right, so let's go into the first level. Is it over here? And each level, some have 1 or 2 dragon eggs, and there's a dragon egg thief that holds onto it, and you've got to chase him down. And some of them are easy, and some of them are quite. You have to be quite precise with the movement to catch him. And there's one. I think there's one in this level we're going into now. So this is Stone Hill. I keep hiccuping. Yeah, these are the games I played when I was younger. When did I get my first PlayStation? I always used to get these consoles late in their life. Like my first ever console. Hang on. I think I'm going to sneeze. My first ever console that was purchased for me was a Sega Saturn. And I remember I was in year 5 in primary school. I was in year 5 or year 6, one of the two. And I had 2 friends there. One Christmas I got a Sega Saturn, and one kid got a N64, and another kid got a PS1. And I was like, I wasn't aware that the Sega Saturn was like wasn't as popular. I just played it. I wasn't aware. I wasn't as informed as I am today, about what's going on in the industry.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I was always like the Sonic guy because I grew up on the Mega Drive. So I always liked playing Sonic. So the Sega, what drew me to the Sega Saturn was Sonic Jam. I remember seeing that in a shop in the UK called Dixon's, which don't exist anymore. And I remember seeing Sonic Jam on the shelf, and I remember looking in the catalogue, like the Argos catalogues or whatever. And I'd always stare at the Sega Saturn and what games it had on it. But yeah, then after that, when hang on.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
But yeah, shortly after I had a Sega Saturn, I always wanted an N64, and I never owned one. I never had a console bought for me. I had multiple PlayStations bought for me. I had like 1 or 2 or 3 even. And I remember getting this game with my PlayStation, Spyro the Dragon, and I during that time I was always fascinated by Banjo-Kazooie. And I always wanted an N64. I don't know why, But since then, I did have an N64. Like I did like purchase it myself, and how I got the N64 was I sold my Sega Saturn at the time with all my games, and it was just for it was a boxed Sega Saturn and everything, and I sold it. Just managed to get a loose N64, and even then that was when like, N64 and PS1 was almost going out. So yeah, the prices of these consoles would drop dramatically. Someone's just come in my house, so it might get a bit noisy. Yeah, hopefully the audio's not out of sync. Where I've corrected it and I've changed it, I put it back to 720p. I didn't want to put 1080p. I didn't want to push it too much because these are like designed for like RF cable and composite. I don't want to push it too much because it does upscale it a little bit. Like the colours look a bit stronger, but I don't want it to be too strong where it doesn't look quite natural. So you just I'll try and keep it at a nice quality, but also where it looks original. That's how long we've been streaming. Just 16 minutes. Aware people to come in my house, I'm like, I've gone all like paranoid now.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
So there you go, that's where he teaches you to drop where you want to go. So where do we want to go? I know there's some gems up on a ledge. Right, so this is where we're going to get one of those dragon thieves. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on getting the gems first. In some levels the gems can be really like tucked away. As you can see, you just had the thief that he's running off. So you just chase him down, and eventually you will catch up with him if you just keep going for him. It looks like sometimes it can take a while to catch up. If you just hold the run button down and control your movement, you will eventually catch up with him. But if you can get so close to him, some of them you can't bump him. You have to like get so close and have to quickly flame him. We have to sort of like anticipate where he's going to go, and if you get ahead of him, he'll stop and he'll go in the reverse way. So we've got the first egg. So how many is there? I think there's just one. Yeah, just one in this one. So this inventory screen lets you know where everything is. So we've nearly got all the gems as well. So I mean, there is stuff that could be like tucked away. There's something down here. Just turn the mic off there, I just coughed.
Watch the dragonflies, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
So is that everything? Well, we've got 196. And there's 200 in this one. Alright, this is where we got the needle in a haystack. We've got to like look to where we haven't already been. I don't fancy exiting the level and coming in, because then I've got to kill everything again and then double check by looking at all the corners. I think it's on the higher ground. I mean, let me just check if we're still streaming. Oh no, my dog's going off his fucking tits again. Right, we'll stick to this out area, then we might see it. There's one. There we go, the grind has started. But we will find it. It's not one of the enemies. I've killed everything. So how many is it? What? In fact, I think it's one green one and one red one. There you go, I told you. For fuck's sake. I swear I checked here already. Or near there, and I just didn't fucking see it. So let's just double check the inventory. So we've got the egg, we've got the gems, we've got all for the dragon, so we can leave. And looking on the OBS screen, the colours look more strong. Like what you're seeing, the colours look more vibrant than what it looks like on my CRT old school TV. So we've been recording for 25 minutes. So in fact, I'm gonna stop it there, guys. I'm sorry it was a short one, just under 30 minutes. I do like to stream for like about an hour or so, maybe an hour minimum. But it's got a feeling that it's going to start getting rowdy. That I'm going to get called a lot because I've had the house to myself today. But now everyone's like come back. Everyone went to visit my sister up in London, and they're all back. So yeah, I've just saved. So thanks for watching this short stream. I'll probably come back a bit later on and play a bit more Spyro, and I'll definitely try and play some more Splatoon. So thanks for stopping by. Apologies again, it was a short one. So yeah, we'll progress next time. Thank you very much.